Hello, fellow gamers. Cryptic Panther here. Another rant. I started to record this rant last week. Um, and all the other ones that I've done, there's been no editing. There's been no stopping. I've just ranted, and I went right straight through. One take. I didn't edit anything out. My hums and fumbled words, etc., were all left in. And the start of this video is not clean either, or this audio, I should say, because it's not really a video. And there's another look, I do it all the time. This gamers versus developers rant I started out, and I kind of got off topic a little bit, and I kind of reverted back to my previous rant about how like loot boxes, microtransactions, and even went back to reference some of my comments I made on the four player co-op podcast. But I'm recording this now. And I'm fucking just getting tired of hearing it. People attack developers constantly, and I mean, you don't hear the developers attacking gamers. There's been a few off the cuff comments. There's been people saying this and that, like some developers and stuff towards the gaming community, but they don't single out gamers. You don't hear, a developer from Bungie or, one of the DICE guys going on YouTube or Twitter or anywhere else or Reddit or any other gaming forum and saying, hey, so-and-so YouTuber, you're a fucking piece of shit. But yet, multiple people on the internet feel just fine and dandy about shitting all over people that either run community Twitters and that are developers or community faces for these companies. They fucking attack them for shit they say, or they verbally abuse developers because the game doesn't have this particular fucking mode in it, or doesn't have this particular character, or this particular whatever. It's fucking ridiculous. It's getting to the point where I'm not gonna I'm gonna blame developers for for not divulging more information. It's funny, is what's really triggered this is Destiny. The last few days, the fucking subreddit has turned into a toxic fucking dump. I don't get it. Like, DJ came out and said how the people want to make friends, and they just they want gamers to make friends in the game, and that's kind of one of the aspects of playing an online game, especially something that's not all competitive. I mean, Crucible's competitive, but running around and doing public events and even doing strikes with randoms can lead to friendships. I mean, I'm not saying that that's the whole goal of the game, but him make a comment in one of their updates, people lost their fucking minds. That's the only reason they want us to play. Well, fuck you. I'm not making friends. I'll go fucking play something else. Like they gamers are just they're fucking assholes. I'm a gamer and I don't go online and shit on fucking developers. I just don't get it. I mean, yes, it's nothing wrong to have harsh criticisms against the game you love or against developers for going back on something or whatever. There's nothing wrong to being harsh criticisms. I have a problem with that. But I don't know, it just fucking boggles my mind that people feel that they can go online and just fucking shit all over these game developers. These guys, this is their job, is to make video games. Yes, it's their job to make money. I mean, that's everyone's fucking job, is to make money. It's not their job to coddle to every whining fuckbag, toxic piece of shit out there. There was a post on Reddit, and I commented back to the guy. The guy got a lot of upvotes. He got fucking gold, the whole fucking shooting match. I mean, I read his comment, and I'm not going to read the whole thing here. But he says, criticisms help you improve. If devs only want to hear the positive and get participation ribbons and pats on the back for trying their best, nothing will ever get better. Take the criticism to heart. Stop calling gamers toxic. Listen, learn, and improve. I was like, holy fuck, listen to gamers and stop calling them toxic. Do you understand when they're calling someone toxic, it's not because they're playing their game, they find a broken thing or they find something that doesn't work, and they objectively say, oh, when this happens, this breaks, or when this happens, can you make this happen? when they're talking about gamers being toxic, they're talking about the fuck bags that go on Twitter and Reddit and other forums and shit all over these developers because this character's shade of blue is fucking wrong, or this gameplay mechanic makes their character look stupid, or they fucking like toxic is not because they're giving criticisms to the game. Criticisms are probably welcome because these guys are making a game for you to play. They're making it for themselves to play as well, because I'm guaranteeing most of the developers love playing their own games. I know if I was a developer and I was making a game, I'd be happy to sit down and play a game I made, because I made it the way, you know, I wanted to make it. I made this, I made that. Like, if you ever make or build something, you appreciate it more. I just built a fucking gaming PC, and I fucking love it. I'm proud of myself. Not my first one, but every time I build something or make something better, I'm happy about it. If someone come along and shit all over me because I made this type of PC instead of another one, I'd be, go fuck yourself. I made it. I love it. So game developers have to take some criticism because they're making it for the masses. They're not making it solely for themselves. They're making a sequel or whatever else to a beloved game, or they're whatever they're doing. I'm just fucking so sick of hearing these fucking whiny buckbags complaining. He says, stop calling gamers toxic, listen, learn, and improve. Like, I don't know what this guy fucking... He goes on about the Overwatch developer is completely transparent and vocal. Well, if you listen to my previous rants, you know that... or if you listen to the podcast, I brought it up. I said, he recently came out, and this is my comment, he recently came out and said they've slowed putting updates out to the Overwatch game because they're trying to deal with toxic players and toxic gamers. And then just because someone gives harsh criticisms, they're not toxic, in my opinion. I've been given harsh criticisms against MLB 17. I love 16. I played a shit ton of it. I didn't play a lot of the online. The Diamond Dynasty is not my thing. I played a lot of it. Loved Road to the Show. This version, I don't know. They've made a bunch of changes. I didn't like it. Yes, maybe I made comments that were a little off. Maybe I tweeted to Russell Ramon or Ramon Russell, whatever the dude's name is. I can't remember right now because I haven't played the game in months because I give up on it. I spent a lot of money in that game and I give up on it. It's one thing to give harsh criticisms. Then there's one thing to be verbally abusive. And that's another subreddit that got fucking toxic and abusive in a fucking hurry. They come out and they think that the person that's on Twitter is going to answer every one of their questions. They post on Reddit like they think the developers have nothing better to do than to fucking scrub through posts on Reddit about their game. Yes, a lot of communities, a lot of developers or game companies have people that go through forums, fan posts, fan sites, etc., to find out what people are saying and to get feedback. But every time you start a post off with fuck you, fuck that, change this, change that, do you think they want to hear that? Oh, I have an idea, make your game better. Well, these people that are armchair developers, and the same as an armchair quarterback or an armchair coach, I don't see you stepping up and making your own fucking game. I don't see you running a multi-million-dollar company and building games. You know, it's easy to sit back. It's easy to sit back and criticize somebody for something you can't do. Yes, like I said, I have made comments. I probably made some aggressive Twitter posts. If you went back through my Twitter history, I'm not going to go back and delete them. I'll be honest. I mean, I made some shit posts of my own. But I don't go on Reddit and constantly make posts and just upload and feed off everybody else's hate. I get fucking sick of seeing it. I stopped playing Destiny 1 because I grinded myself completely out of the game. I was playing it way too much. Every chance I got, I played it, burnt myself out. Even trying to get some of the raids done, it was the community that drove me away, because every time you were on playing a raid, someone jumped in the chat wanting to, someone to jump out so they could get a save point. I mean, I'm getting a bit off topic, but people were aggressive. Like, come into a game and be like, someone come and leave so I can get the save point, and then I'll leave and come back, so I have the save for the raid. I mean, that's being toxic in another way. But these people, they have they go online, they use the anonymity of the internet. I mean, I've used it. I mean, I don't use my real name online. I use my real name on my fucking YouTube page. I don't use my real name on my Twitter. I don't use my real name anywhere online if I can help it. I have an email address with my own name on it for business purposes, for work, etc. But I don't use my real name. I don't post my picture online, etc. I like the anonymity on the internet. But I don't use it to fucking constantly just feed the fucking hate machine. I mean, it's sad that, you know, years ago when I get into Reddit, like, it was all out of positives. I mean, yeah, there's always going to be negatives. There's always going to be people that are negative no matter what. There's going to be people that jump on game subreddits that don't play the game and just shit on it because they don't like it. I mean, we constantly make fun of Nintendo for the Switch. We make fun of Xbox, etc. You know, that's in jest. That's in fun. If you're a gamer, you're a gamer. Hey, you know, play your games. Be critical of the games you love, but also remember to be respectful to the fucking developers. Don't shit on them and don't say, well, these guys are fucking lazy or these guys are this or that. You know, it's one thing to voice your opinion and to stand up, you know, for a game you love and a game you care about, or even a developer you like. I mean, I like, you know, what some game developers do. Naughty Dog, I'm a fucking huge Naughty Dog fan just because of what they've done in gaming. I'm also, and I'll say it, a fan of, I like Bungie. I mean, I played a lot of Halo back in the day. I mean, I like Destiny 1. I just burnt myself out. That's not the game's fault. That's my fault. Destiny 2, I'm loving it. I'm just trying to get some, you know, I haven't played the raids yet. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being vocal, positive, and there's also nothing wrong with being vocal, being critical. But don't be so negative. It's not a gamers versus developers fight that we should be having. We should be working with them. They should be working with us. And a lot of them do. They should listen to what the community has to say that is positive, and they have to take in also the criticisms. But there's no need of just flaming the hate. There's no need of shitting on them. It's fucking retarded. I mean, like I said, I stopped doing it. I realized that just my voice, considering I'm not a huge YouTuber, I don't have a mass amount of following on Twitter, I don't have a, you know, fucking Instagram fans, I have none of that stuff. I'm just someone who believes there's no need in being fucking hateful and toxic towards developers when they're building a game for you. Just sit back and think, hey, if I was a game developer and a guy was calling me a fucking piece of shit and making fun of me for a comment I made or whatever else they were doing, you know, try to make my life miserable and to degrade me, how would I feel? Would you consider them toxic? To this individual on Reddit, if you watch my videos, I don't know if you do. I mean, I'm not going to out the guy. I'm not going to say what his Reddit name is. But if he happens to listen to this or someone happens to see the Reddit post I'm referring to or sees my comment on Reddit and happens to, you know, forward this to the guy, whatever you do, like, there's a difference between someone being critical and someone being toxic and hateful. And it's a time, it's now when gamers need to unite with developers to be positive and critical when it needs to be, not toxic and hateful. That's it. I've probably rambled on. This is probably more of a ramble than a rant, but, you know, just stop being fucking assholes. Both sides. I mean, I know some developers have said some shit about the gaming community. It happens. But they don't single them out. You know, they're calling gamers toxic. Well, when they're calling them toxic, like I said, it's not because they said, oh, maybe you want to do this or try that. It's because they're being fucking hateful and mean. It's 2017, people. Stop being the fucking piece of shit. Thanks for listening.